today's the big day. We get started on the beaver dams. So we've got the new Rhino post hole digger installed and the 6-inch auger, the auger bit on it. That'll be perfect for drilling our piles down for our beaver dams. I've got some lodgepole, some furs that I set aside a couple years ago for, I didn't know what, but it's going to be the perfect thing for today's project. I'm going to put the frostbite grapples on and we'll go grab those, take them down, and then meet up with Mrs. W and get started. Yeah, I'd probably get them. So we're back after a day off because it rained all day yesterday.
Yay! Good
And
for the seeds.
very good for the seeds. So it's a little bit muddy here. We're going to be really careful. The thing with mud is you don't want to drive on it too much. If you can kind of limit the exposure, just drive on it once. It'll usually hold up pretty good, but you start going back and forth and you got a problem. So as you can see, we've got the new Rhino auger installed with the, I think this is probably about a 6-inch bit on it. I've never used one of these before. I'm sure you haven't either.
No.
Just one thing on this, I read quite a bit about it. This is considered by a lot of people to be probably one of the most dangerous of all of the implements because it's so powerful and you have this thing spitting. And of course, you know, hoodie strings, that's why we take our hoodie strings out. Gloves, don't get anywhere near this. When we're digging, stay plenty of, way, obviously just use your head, but there's been some pretty horrific accidents with these things. And I'll of course be staying in the cab. So there'll be a bit of a learning curve today, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. We've got these, these are the trees that we cut. I guess you'd call them lodge poles. They're not lodge pole species, but they're like a lodge pole. That we're gonna use here for our beaver dam. And we'll just start in the middle and just kind of see how it goes. Good grief, this was very foolish. Man, oh man. Sometimes I wonder what goes through my head sometimes. Okay, well, it was a very good day to wear a multi-tool. I hardly ever wear a multi-tool. The Lord is good. He put it in my mind that I was going to be needing a multi-tool here. So I'm going to disconnect everything. So we've got the windshield wiper here. I took the waterproof cover off and it's got a plug on it. So we'll be able to reuse all these all these things when we get a new piece of glass. What do you think of the digger?
I love it.
Well, once you pick up all your glass and get done making all your mistakes, then I think it'll go pretty fast.
Yeah.
But looks pretty good. So can you explain to anyone who hasn't been keeping up kind of what you got going on here?
So the other day we were cutting a whole bunch of branches, and we're going to use some of those and we're going to weave them in and out. So this is going to be basket weaving 101.
Now, someone at Yanmar was thinking when they armored these Schrader valves on the front tire, I must have went by a stump or something and that protected it. I would have tore that off there, then I'd have a flat tire in addition to a broken window and broken camera today. This is very disappointing. Speaking of breaking things, I broke my gloves today. I'm a little disappointed with these Timber Sport gloves. They're the best gloves I've ever used as far as comfort and dexterity. I wear them for everything. The first day I wore them, this happened, and then this here seam blew out here. And I hate to see that, especially a company that builds the finest chainsaws and has just an impeccable reputation. You should never cut corners or cheap out on things when you put your name on there. These gloves should be the quality of your chainsaws and your power equipment, it seems to me anyway.
So a number of people want to know, why do you stand with your legs apart?
It's so I can get in the frame because I'm taller than you, so I do that to get in my head into the frame of the shop.
Because otherwise I'm like this.
Yeah, I don't stand that way. I do it to adjust my height for the camera. Okay, so I'm just eyeball down here. We want to get these as straight as we can. So go ahead and start filling that in. Just kick in a little bit of dirt, not too much, on all sides. How you do this?
That makes me nervous, babe.
Okay, well you take it then.
Okay.
Is this one going to make you less nervous?
Yeah.
Now it's many ways to poke you. What you're going to do is you're going to tamp this down in here. Go ahead and keep doing it. If you get greedy and you try to backfill all at one time,
Yeah.
you will you'll have a wiggly post.
This is when I wish our tools weren't quite so sharp.
I know, I keep jabbing myself with this rake. We should have a dirt bar, but I loaned it to someone years ago and I didn't get it back. Maybe your spacing here isn't so good. What happened there?
Maybe it's a really skinny pole. Maybe it was on that side of the...
Pretty skinny pull.
Should I get a different one?
What's that?
Different pole?
No, it just doesn't really matter. It's my OCD kicking in. You're lucky you're not encumbered with that.
I still have to live with it.
This one's not going to be very good.
Is it one of those where it has to rain and then we'll come back and do it again?
Yeah, it's just we're just messing around with mud. So there's three things in life that I just detest. One is potato salad, musicals, and jazz.
What about cauliflower?
That too. There's four things in life that I detest.
What about green peppers?
Bell peppers. There's five things.
You don't mind red peppers, you just don't like the green ones.
That's right. There's five things in life that I detest.
Can I do a double pun?
What's a double pun?
Damn straight I like it.
We're going to hear from the fundamentalists. Okay.
So straight, it's going to be a damn.
I'm going to do something that no one would ever do here. I'm going to show where I messed up.
Don't do it.
I shouldn't do it.
No.
I was trying really hard from the tractor seat to get everything. I know what it was. That was the second one. I did the hole.
Yeah.
See, here come the excuses. Now,
do you know
back in the day, men and women, mostly men because they did the fences, took great pride in straight fences. I think they still do. I've seen some fences like in the Midwest that were miles long, and they were arrow straight. So this pains me to have that one log there out of sync, but
Do you know what I say about it?
what?
It's not a fence. So a number of people have said just put up big boards or put a whole bunch of rocks down, and water permitting laws in the West are very different from the East. So we can't do that. So we're not going to.
Yeah, we can't, straw bales, dirt, rocks, anything like that, we cannot do. We're working under the instruction and guidance of the local conservation district, and this is an approved method that we can do. So that's why we're doing it. It's a little bit more labor intensive, but I think it'll look nice. It's kind of fun to do, and I'm excited to see what happens when we get these in and when the rains come this fall.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's probably all the time we have for today's video, and we'll see you guys next time on The Weave.
Ooh! Could you do that again? Is that your
Yes.
interpretive dancing?
Yes. Yep, my interpretive dancing. My alma mater, the Royal Academy, Glasgow, Scotland. That's called Blades of Grass Under the Zephyr.